Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first Lighthouse Lounge and Power Hour. I am Denise from Spirit Dragon Cosmic Alchemy. We have Ruby from Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot, and we have Morgan from Tourmaline Tarot. And we are doing this collaboration together because we are doing this empowerment stuff, right? We want to bring in people to bring in. This is a safe space. We want to talk, we want to chat, we want to give guidance. Put a heart in the um, chat if you want a reading from us. We are going to be pulling all the zodiac. We're going to do an all zodiac reading, so we're going to pull cards for each sign, and we'll go in chronological order. And then but please put comments, we'll answer those. If you have anything you'd like to talk about, please let us know. We are streaming on all three channels, so that's kind of exciting for us. So now I'll turn it over to, well, Ruby, introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Ruby with Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I did want to say we're all very new at doing this StreamYard stuff. We just got an account for us three to be able to do something that we're going to talk about at the end, which is amazing. So just bear with us as we figure all of this out. So like, this kind of shenanigans, I'm going to try to figure out how to do this. And so just be patient with us as we're working through all of this. But yeah, stick to the end. We're going to get through all of the zodiac signs. So we may go a little bit over an hour. And yes, hello everyone who is joining. Thank you so much for being here. All right, I'm going to switch it over to Morgan so she can say hi. You're muted, Morgan.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to have y'all here. We are looking forward to these sessions, and they're just going to be, to empower all of you. And there is always strength with numbers. So I'm so excited to be working with Ruby and Denise. And yeah, so we're going to have like a little mix of like some astrology insights and lots of channeling card pulls. So super excited to see you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting us. We hope this will be just help to light your way on your life path and your journey. So with that, should I just pull a card here just for collective? Yeah. Okay. Right on. All right. So let's see what's coming up. This is for the collective. And what a beautiful way to start. So the 10 of Cups came in. I am pulling from the Wisdom Tarot, the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine, one of my favorite decks. And this, I love to see the cards that flip out. So this one came out. So happy marriage, happily ever after. This just looks like a beautiful start to the collective. So we want to help you bring in your bliss. And this card popped out. Just bring in, it talks about people you can trust. So we really want to make this like a trusting circle of love and guidance. And this is, for me anyway, and with everyone, because we've done a lot of meetings and talk behind the scenes. We just want people to live their best life and to find meaningful relationships. All right. So there's also just peaceful, harmonious relationships that are coming in. All right. Stable family, stable home life. All right. Harmony on the horizon. All right. So that's the card that comes up for the collective. And that is very encouraging. Let me see if I can get one other card really quickly here for the collective. On the bottom of the deck, I want to talk, there's a breakthrough that's coming in. So freedom. I'm seeing that unicorn card, which is like some sort of magical freedom. This also, for me, I'm seeing the Fool card here, like ready to start a new journey and just a lot of exciting energy. Things are taking off. breakthroughs are coming in. All right. Let's see what else for the collective. Overcoming obstacles I'm seeing here, because this lovely, sweet, magical unicorn looks like he is just going to soar over those mountains, which are, yeah, I feel like, which are obstacles. I feel like you're smoothing or so there might be a little bit of like diving deep. All right. Because with swans, I see that as swans are able to go really deep here. All right. It might have been a time where you felt like you were kind of in silence or kind of like suffering on your own. All right. Sort of like depressed or unsure which way to go, or maybe feeling like you don't have any support out there, or just feeling kind of isolated and alone. And so we want to bring this Empower Hour to all of you so that you can come back into this 10 of Cups and you can have a breakthrough, and you don't have to sit there and suffer in silence anymore, that you don't feel alone in the world, that you have a place that's warm, cozy, safe, that you can feel this 10 of Cups energy with, and you can feel a breakthrough coming through for you. Okay. So that's what I have for the collective. All right. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Denise and see what she has to say. Onward and up.
Okay, so we're going to start the zodiacs then. Okay, so I'm going to start with Virgo. So I am going to draw an oracle deck from an oracle card from the Gaia deck, and then I'm going to draw just a couple of clarifying tarot cards. So this is for Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? And just to amplify what Morgan said, this is a safe space. We need this, right? We need people to have somewhere to go, and we've all, the three of us, have done this for decades. So we want to welcome all this in, and we need it too. God knows I need this support from everybody. Okay, so nothing's coming out. So let's just take this card. We have eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Oh my God, look at the rainbow, Morgan. So this is, oh my God, you can't make this shit up. I say it all the time. You cannot make this up. So we have that. Let's get a couple clarifying cards for okay, the Nine of Cups. So abundance, right? Abundance, the Nine of Cups fell out, and then we have the Two of Swords. So trust your intuition, right? And be open to what's coming in. Use that divine feminine energy, right? I'm very much more, I have very much more masculine energy in me, and probably just because of the careers I've had. I've always been in like male dominated careers, so I've had to be that person. But don't get me wrong, there's a little soft side behind me, even though I might not look like it. But be open to what's coming in. You can still be a leader, you can still be strong, you can still support others, and still be open to what's coming in. So that is for Virgo. Next we have Libra, and then we'll go to Ruby.
All righty. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a different deck that I'm reading from. This is just a clarifying life situations oracle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull from this, and it's got meanings on both sides. All right, so however it comes out is however it comes out. I like to pull it out. I love being able to do whatever I want. So this is going to be for Libra. Got a bullseye. Hey, where's my Sagittarius at? See you guys.
I'm a Libra.
You better tell me where you're at, all right? Because whenever I get this card, I'm like, Saggy. Says worthy goal, get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. And then of course this one is like, you got to pull me. So it's called Labyrinth of Choices. That always reminds me of that movie from the 80s with David Bowie, and he's super cute and he's wearing like the striped leggings in it. Labyrinth. Chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as a part of your complex journey. So with these two cards together, this is about choices coming in, and I feel like you've been feeling a little bit stuck, Libra, for sure. I feel like each turn has been a part of your journey here. It's like you feel like there's been all these wrong turns where it's like you try to go in a direction and you're like coming up into a dead end. And Spirit is telling you to keep moving forward because this is a worthy goal. But the way to be able to do that is through inspiration. That's how you're going to get to your goal here. So I'm going to get a couple cards with a tarot for Libra. All right. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Yep. Page of Cups. Okay, somebody, story time with me is saying North Node is in Pisces. Well,
There's a lot of Sag and Libra energy in here.
Yeah, Sag, and then I'm seeing this story time with me saying Pisces. So there could be somebody with a lot of Pisces in their chart too. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Here's Cancer on the bottom. So it is exactly what these cards are saying to think with the mind of a child, right? The beginner's mindset is going to give you kind of, it's talking about the inspiration. Okay, so finding out what direction you're going, being able to take control over your life. I feel like once you get into this space of the heart, the space of the child, you're going to be able to take more control, and it's gonna move so quickly and very fast for Libra. All right, moving on to more.
And I didn't get to say Sagittarius, but every time I say it, it's like Sagittarius. I don't know why I say it like that, but I do.
Yep. Wait till we get to Aquarius, and then I'll be annoying too. All right, Morgan, let's move on to you with Scorpio. And I think you're muted. I'll unmute you. I'll unmute you.
Thank you. Hi, Scorpios. Okay, let's see what cards want to come out for the Scorpios. Almost on Scorpio season. All right, Scorpios. Oh, this is such a Scorpio card too. I've got the Sanctuary card. All right. So let me I feel like Scorpios, you might be needing to spend a little bit of time on your own. And things might be, I feel like you're going to get a lot of downloads and insights. And I feel like you're kind of, let me see, I want to clarify with this, but I'm seeing just meditation, just rest, a little bit of quiet, alone time. All right. You're kind of wanting to, I feel like the Scorpio collective is wanting to kind of needing to go off a little bit on their own to feel a little bit of emotional freedom. You might have a lot of people that are really tugging on your energy. All right, Scorpios. This can kind of feel like a little bit of overwhelm. So if you're feeling that, there's a breakthrough that's coming. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of craving some alone time because you're looking for some freedom. Do you see those like white birds that are flying above this individual's head? Because maybe you have a lot of people relying on you or a lot of energies tugging on you. It's time to kind of step away from things that are making you feel burdened, trapped, and stuck. This could be just on this image, this individual, she has like a banner over her eyes. So this can be a prison of your own making. It's just a matter of like, you know what? I need to set some boundaries to have some alone time and to free myself from something that is feeling overwhelming, because you have the world that's coming in. All right. So yeah, if you do this, if you just set some boundaries, walk away, you could needing to be walking away from something. You're going to be feeling like ecstatic. I'm hearing now ecstatic, some sort of giddy feeling, just like a fresh new energy. You might just need to recharge within your own energy and like this alone time. All right. And now I'm hearing, and I don't know if anybody is feeling called to do this, but this could be confirmation, a silent retreat. All right. Which could be something really soothing for you, but looks like you're going to be clearing off other people's energy and just feeling lighter and freer and happier and stepping into something new. Okay. So I hope that helps, Scorpios. Thanks for being here. Next, we're going to go on to Saggies, which will be Denise.
So I do get to say Sagittarius. I don't know why I say it like that, but I pulled Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. So I'm feeling like Sagittarius is feeling like that regeneration, right? It's there. This is a time. I don't know if it has to do with the cold. I don't know what it has to do with, but it's like a comforting time. Maybe it's just for for us here in the northern hemisphere, we're going into fall, or we're in fall, and then in the southern hemisphere, it's going into, what is it? Summer, spring. So it's a regeneration, right? A renewal, right? Summer is over, so winter is starting. So things are regenerating. Same thing with from winter to spring, right? And so then I went ahead and pulled the cards for tarot, but I didn't look at them. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Knight of Wands is about taking initiative, right? He doesn't ask for permission. He might ask for forgiveness later on, but he takes his initiative and moves forward. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. She has all her resources. So I think you're just feeling that energy right now, Sagittarius. So keep trusting yourself. And this was a number 16 card, which is a 7, which is a very spiritual number. So I just heard watch the signs, be open to the signs. And now we go to Ruby for Capricorn.
All right, Cappies. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. It's coming in for Capricorn. Okay. Dream Weaver. Dream Weaver, I believe we can make it through the night. All right, it's 80s day today for me. All right, dreaming and imagining, bring your powerful vision into reality. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, but I'm getting a lot of Scorpio off of this energy. This is like transformational vibes here. So you're imagining and bringing in your powerful vision into reality. And then I'm also hearing Pisces here. Unity Blooms is the other card that came out. Foster harmony and connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. Oh, guys. Okay, I love that. All right, so I feel like this is a collective dream. Look at this. Collective energy, collective. I mean, it's really speaking to what we're doing, nurturing our bonds that bring us together. And it really comes into our announcement later about what we're going to be doing. And so that's just really beautiful energy. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of Pisces and Scorpio energy off of this. So let's see what Spirit has to say about what we are going to be bringing in, or if whatever they want to say. Oh my God, you guys, Judgment card. Yeah, it's like epiphanies. Here, what does Spirit want to say with the tarot for Capricorn? Coming in next, the Capricorn. What's Spirit want to say? Oh my God. All right. 9 of Cups in reverse, Emperor and the Sun. Aries energy, Leo energy here. So there's something that you're going to be taking charge of here. Once you see, it's like this is in this darkness energy, this healing energy, this moving through it energy. I feel like you're going to be getting guidance and help from other people here that's going to be bringing some sort of illumination in. I think that in the past, there's been something that has not been wish fulfillment. There's kind of been some darkness here, but I think it's going to be turning around. On the other side, literally, as I said, turning around, my guides told me to turn this card around and it says, make miracles. So stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. So there's something magical that's coming in for you guys, Capricorn. I think it's going to be through community, working together, nurturing bonds that bring us together, and realizations coming in for that. So with that, we're going to be moving on to Aquarius. And that's going to be Morgan, right? Yeah.
Yes. Hello, Aquariuses. Okay, so I pre-shuffled and this one flew out. This is the commitment card, okay? And look at this individual on the card. She is just like, yes. Like, I feel like this is a very decided energy. And again, with the mountains, like, behind her, it looks like she has been some type of warrioress, and she's been like climbing those mountains. She made it to the top. She's overcome some obstacles. She's probably been through like a little bit of a journey where she's had to decide on what she wants to commit to. And this individual is like, I'm ready to commit. I know exactly where I am going to put my time, energy, resources. I'm very decided on what direction I need to go in. And this card is also a number 10 card. Okay. You'll see in the bottom corner there, number 10, which is like completion. Like we're there. Okay. The finish line. The Knight of Pentacles comes up for Aquariuses. So this has been a lot of hard work. There's been some planning, okay, some strategy going on here. Could be a feminine wanting to commit to a earth sign, masculine energy. But I feel like this is also a sense of achievement for Aquarius because you've been committed to your journey. And Aquarius is you are fixed, which means like you know how to put in the hard work and effort and lay that foundation. And so this is almost like a sense of achievement here for your hard work and dedication. All right. You also might have somebody supporting you on this journey. All right. Just a second here. There was like a little bit of a plot twist. Okay. So looks like another character has showed up in the story. So I'm just going to clarify. I'm going to grab a different deck and find out what this key player has to do in here. I feel like, okay, you're being very angelically protected. And there is this angel. And this is the first time I've ever seen this come out in this card. But do you see this angel? She's like, look, go over there. Watch. Like, so I feel like you're being divinely guided away from anybody who is trying to trick you and like manipulate and deter you off of this path that's going to bring you this sense of like achievement. Okay. I just want to ask, like, is this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah. You're like, please follow your intuition and true to yourself, because you've got some beautiful divine protection around you that's trying, because they're we're on the earth plane, and there will be this trickster energy around all of us, especially but you're being really protected here. Okay, so tell me about Knight of Pentacles. What is this individual good? What's going on? This could also be the Knight of Pentacles again. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you have some solid, stable support. Okay. Somebody really good, but humans are fallible. Okay. So we always need to make sure that we're being true to ourselves. Make sure that you're not putting your time, energy, love, care, attention, finances, resources into somebody else's dreams, somebody else's ideas. That you are, if you feel like somebody is being tricky around you, please proceed with caution. All right. And follow your own gut guidance, intuition. All right. Because you don't want to waste any time or lovely energy or finances, resources on, you need to be true to yourself. I feel like I just want to end it with that. Okay. I hope that helps. And next we're going to go on to the lovely Pisces with Denise.
Yes. And so the card that came out was Zen Garden, number 38, which is 11. And that says Inner Sanctuary. And Pisces, the personality trait that I get from Pisces is like the sea turtle from Finding Nemo. It's like, oh, dude, right? So the sanctuary, right? It's like, go with the flow. And so I'm feeling like that energy with you is, and I'm going to say this because the tarot cards that came out was the Knight of Pentacles again. So that's 3 times the Knight of Pentacles has come out. 2 with Morgan and now this. And this is about being slow and steady, right? This is about being deliberate with what you're doing. And then we have the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. These two were underneath. So this is what's happening underneath. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like your flow is being interrupted, then you need to remember the High Priestess, she doesn't have a roof, so her potential is unlimited, right? And she is very, very um, uh, strong in her energy. I don't know how else to say this. And she, look at the water on her cloak, right? So she's feel those feelings, right? And then the Ace of Wands is all about that passion. What are you passionate about, and what is it that you want to do? Like Morgan was saying, don't put all of your energy in what somebody else is doing, or what, make sure it's something you want to do too, right? And that just kind of ties in with our energy with this that we're doing, right? We're doing other things, but this is what we want to do for ourselves. So I hope that helps, Pisces. Now we're going on to Aries with Ruby.
I just have to say, I really love Denise's Pisces impression.
Huh?
I love your Pisces impression.
Oh, dude.
All right, moving on to Aries. Ooh, child, please look at that. Aries right there. Ignite your soul. I'm taking it. All right. Embrace the mysteries of life. Stay open-minded and embrace the wisdom that unfolds from every experience. But I'm really getting Ace of Wands energy here for y'all. There's something that right under that I'm seeing here. They're telling me to pull the gentle release card. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. So there's something that's igniting your soul. It's like a brand new beginning. There's going to be some sort of release for you, Aries, but then whatever this is just revs you up. I just want to be like, meow. Okay, so there could be some Leo in your chart as well. All right. Let's get a couple. Oh my gosh, look at this. On the split, I have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so something really big. This ignition of your soul energy is actually turning the wheel in your favor. And what I'm getting on this is that the reason why is because you have taken the action to go ahead and release something in your life. You're surrendering to the universe. And so with the wheel of fortune, it's the wheel of destiny, right? There's a difference between fate and destiny. So fate is just kind of like letting things happen. Destiny is you taking action towards something with the universe, and then the wheel goes in your favor. What I'm seeing here is that the action is in the release of this other situation for you, Aries. So what that's bringing in, what I'm saying, yes, is true with the Ace of Swords here. That's a yes card for me. Look at that underneath. Releasing yourself. So you're releasing yourself from something that has kept you in your head, that has kept you in a state of anxiety with it's actually similar to the Virgo energy I was getting with that labyrinth type energy here. But for you, this is going to light up your soul. So what you're moving toward, it's like you're getting some sort of reward from spirit because you're doing this action. So the destined wheel is turning in your favor. So it's going to be different for everybody. And there is a mystery of this at this point. So staying open-minded to how this is going to come in. I think you might be starting to see signs of it, or you will, Aries. All right. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Morgan for my sign, Taurus.
Thank you. Hi, Taurus. Hello. So I pre-shuffled. This card came out, Enthusiasm. And I looked at this card intuitively. I started to pick up just the fact that I'm hearing dawn of a new day. I'm also seeing somebody who has been skipping along, like, okay, so I'm seeing water here, and then I'm seeing just like stepping stones and skipping along each like stone one step at a time. All right. But this feels so exciting and happy and so much transformation. I also saw that, I don't know if somebody has been feeling like a little bit of like a gray cloud or like a dark blanket over them. And I just see like spirit or the energy just being like this film just being like lifted off of somebody, and everything is going to just feel like so colorful, so bright, and also like things are going to taste better. It's almost like some sort of dark energy that might have been lingering around somebody is just being removed, and life is going to feel like bright and happy and cheery again. Okay. And then let's see what else for the Taurus is. Taurus. Okay. Oh, so somebody's going to come rushing in. We have somebody with like, love is in the air. And this is going to make you feel all these butterflies. I'm like, what is this? All right. So it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, male, but just somebody who is like head over heels, excited, watery energy. I also picked up watery energy. So this could be in Scorpio season, which is like right around the corner. Anything else, Spirit? All right. Could be somebody that you're meeting in your workplace. I feel like as well with this 3 of Pentacles, you've been so focused on like yourself, self-love, your work, like busyness that you don't. And this is actually like just absolutely magnetizing this masculine energy towards you. It could be somebody, possibly, this might not be for everybody, but somebody who's a little bit younger than you. Okay. I'm just seeing like by a couple years. What else, Spirit? Oh, okay. So I get, there might be a little bit of jealousy around this connection. All right. You might have people like, I feel like this is X energy that pops up here who wants to distract you off of this, because these are 2 completely different energies. So like an ex that might want to pop in as soon as you dip into this lovely energy of enthusiasm over a new love or reconnection with a love or something, somebody pops in and wants to distract you out of this connection or kind of be tricky around you because they don't want you to be connected with this beautiful connection that's coming in. But I feel like you need to set some boundaries with somebody who wants to like pop back into your DMs and distract you from connecting with somebody who has genuine interest and true love that is coming racing in. Okay. So be on the lookout for that, Tauruses. I hope that helps. Next, we're going to move on to Gemini. And that is with Denise.
So with Gemini, I always feel that energy that you're always like, you're doing so many things, you know, it's like that person with ADHD. It's like you're doing blah, blah, blah. Oh, the chicken across the road. Oh, whatever. So the card that came out was remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. It's a number 21, which is a 3, which is the divine feminine, right? So that's that allowing, right? Holding fast, maybe I just heard, and allowing to come in. So I want to read a couple of things. It says, all that we have is, it said that all that we have is the present. Well, that is true. It's also that in essence, past, present, and future are one, right? We are connected energetically to both past and future. Life is an evolving story, and where we are now is a result of where we have been. So you don't necessarily want to forget your past, right? Those are our lessons learned. Those are those knocks that we went through, right? All those hard knocks. And we learned those things. We set boundaries. We learned this is not what we want to do anymore, or this is exactly what we want to do because we went through it, right? And so the cards that came up were the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, that Queen of Pentacles again, right? But I'm feeling a partnership with this, even though you have 2 different suits. We have a King of Cups who knows exactly how to love, has all the love there, knows who to give it to, when to give it to, how he wants to give it, right? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles who has her resources. She's very confident. She sits there in her confidence. She's holding on to that pentacle. We have all the cherubs around her, the cherubs and the Aries. And look at those poppies. I mean, this is, if Gemini, if you're seeking this partnership, is what I'm hearing, then it looks like it's coming through. You just have to remember your past and present. Remember those lessons learned. I want to get a timing card for this. I'm feeling like we need a timing on this one. So yeah, just don't forget about your past. Bring it all together and know that you we've all been working on this. This has been such the the message for everything, right? And wow, 4 cards. July, when you heal your heart in time for Gemini season, and 3 weeks from now, right? So maybe 3 weeks from now, it's going to start coming to fruition. And then Gemini season is your time, right? So maybe we have the July, so June and July, which is Gemini season and Leo season, and then when you heal your heart. So there's still a little bit of healing left to do, but you have to, maybe you're just needing to meld those past with the present and set those boundaries, right? And trust your intuition. It feels like this is a lot. I'm feeling this tension, but I think that's what you're feeling right now, Gemini. And slow down. I'm just feeling slow down, slow down, slow down. And don't pay attention to the chicken across the road right now, right? Pay attention to your little sandbox at this moment. Okay, so now to Ruby with Cancer.
Yeah, you were tapping into that Gemini energy.
Huh?
You were tapping into the Gemini energy, man.
Yeah.
All right. So Cancer, I'm just shuffling, getting ready for your card pull, and I'm hearing soul. You're having a soul whisper. Spirit is trying to talk to you. Oh my gosh, y'all. Can't make this up. Trust yourself. Your intuition is the compass that leads you through murky waters. So Cancer, like the moon energy is what I'm getting here with this, where I feel like you're kind of in murky waters right now. I feel like Spirit is definitely whispering something to you, but I feel like you're kind of getting overwhelmed with maybe confusion, or there's some really deep subconscious stuff going on that you're feeling in the dark about. Cancer, I think there's something that you're going to need to go your own way on. Trusting your intuition and embracing individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. Like, that something's not quite right for you, and you're getting, Spirit is coming in and like confirming that to you. You're getting soul whispers about this, but I feel like you're maybe not wanting to hear whatever this is, because I'm seeing a picture of an ear and then the Two of Swords. So to me, that's kind of like ostrich in the sand energy. So I feel like you're getting the intuitive hits, but you haven't taken action on this yet, because I think that it's going to require you to leave something behind that you don't really want to have to. Oh yeah. So the next card I've been holding is it's like, I'm just going to see it here as this mountain here. I feel like this is this realization that you're climbing to the top of this mountain about. And it's been very difficult and dark and kind of overwhelming in the energy. So I know that energy is a little bit dark, but just remember that these readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. So if that doesn't apply to you, check out one of your other placements. All right. So yeah, and Soraya is saying you can go your own way. Oh yeah. Got to get more 80s songs in today, y'all. All right, next we're going to be moving on to Leo with Morgan.
Okay, so for the Leos, welcome in Leo Collective. The card that came out for you was Believe. And as soon as this card came out and I started, I just feel this like, oh, wow, like almost like excitement of like I can't believe this is happening. Just like a wide-eyed feeling like, whoa. And then there's so much going on in the astrology. And I heard wish upon a star. So we are going to be having on Wednesday on the Lighthouse Tapestry, our new moon ceremony. If you want to join us for that, because that is a beautiful time to put your manifestations on paper with a group of us and just really all the things you're wishing about. Okay. But there's a beginning starting here, because I see the child here. Stay loyal to, because there's a little puppy there. So stay loyal to your dreams. All right. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. All right. As well, I see Leos are going to be standing I had this vision with this child on this platform here. It could be on a stage. Also, I was seeing like the Queen and King of England when they get out on the patio on that, like outside the castle, and they're all standing and everybody is sitting below like that. I don't know if anybody's ever watched in England when the king and queen would get out and everybody would be like applauding and they'd be watching, say, for example, the air show or something, or they're making a presentation or it's some type of. So I feel like you're going to be stepping out in front of the public, in front of a large audience. Okay. We'll just try to keep it simple, but it's going to be just like blissful because you feel like you are also fulfilling a dream there. Okay. So let's see what else. Because there was so much in that card. And I just feel like a sense of like connection with the world, okay, or connection with your audience, this type of feeling. Okay, so release. Yeah, something major is coming in, just like stepping into like new energy, opening up, like things are really going to start to expand for you, like excitement. This is like a real magical thing that you're creating, all right? You also need to release situations or people that hold you back, and you're really transforming here. Things are really going to start opening up for you. This could possibly, things that are opening up and the things that you're moving into are going to lead to a lot of financial stability for you. Okay. Like really, this feels like just very grounded energy. All right. A lot of, so it could be something to do with love, or sorry, art and beauty. It's just something you really love and something you feel very called to. All right. And there's a lot about abundance coming in for the Leos. Okay. So you are making some choices and you're running towards, like, your ships are coming in and things are really taking off for you. All right. And it has to do with, yeah, success of your labors. All right. So keep doing what you're doing. It's like just, it's taking off for you, Leos. This is really exciting. I'm excited for you all. I hope that helps.
Can I just say something real quick?
Of course.
I feel like my Cancer energy bled into the Leo energy because they both have that release energy. And I feel like for Leos, it's like you saw the star. Was it the star energy that you were pulling off of that one with a little kid?
Yes. Wish upon a star.
After the tower. Right. So I think there may have been something in Cancer season or something with Cancer's energy, that there's kind of like, there is that release in both of the energies there, but I feel like it was tapping into that. And then you're kind of moving into the energy that Morgan's talking about.
Nice.
So,
yes.
Yeah. So does anybody have any questions for us? I'm not seeing anything on the chat as of right now for a question. Anybody want to talk about anything that's on your mind? If not, we'll move on, but just going to give you all a quick opportunity here.
Yeah, if anything's going on and you want some clarification on that, we're more than happy to do that for you. Again, this is a safe space. If something's going on, you can tell us. Let's say Aditi has something. Can I get a reading, please? What's coming in for me in November? You want to take that, Ruby?
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Well, on the split, I just got Wheel of Fortune again.
Nice.
So something big is coming in. Check that out. We got the Leo card of Strength, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So really big energy again. I'm tapping back into the Leo energy that Morgan just did. I feel like there's something new that's coming in that's on the horizon for you, Aditi. I do think that there's been some difficulties, obviously. So what's coming in next for you? Boy, I'm right. Something that's a new idea, some sort of clarity, some sort of revelation that's happening with the Ace of Swords. What else we got here? Wheel of Fortune just came out again. Yeah. Yep. Something that you have been through. Okay. With the Nine of Swords energy. It's just, I'm seeing being awake at night, like maybe waking up in the middle of the night, some of these things that you have been through here. It's like, I feel like you're getting some sort of reward. the star. Goosebumps on my legs. That's what I'm talking about here. I feel like there's some sort of resting, healing element here, but Spirit is saying there may be some sort of brand new idea that you have, or some sort of revelation that comes out that is being divinely orchestrated for you. Whatever this is with the star energy, you could feel something about it may not have been able to have been brought into reality in some way, but I feel like it's the exact thing that you're thinking of right now, or that you might think about in that, because I think you're in this energy of like contemplation about what this could be about here with the Four of Swords and the underneath. But it's almost like you're being rewarded, and it could come through an idea. It could come through a revelation. It's just a clarity of mind that sets in after a period of time where there's been some anxiety and some worry. All right. I think there was somebody else.
MC asked about advice on clearing energy and negativity. I'm going to use the Soul Coaching Oracle by Denise Lynn. Doesn't seem to be a jumper, but oh, there we go. Simplicity. So what's simple for you, right? Don't make it too hard. I know it's really hard when we have negative energy around us. I just felt this like tension right now when I said that. And we want to make sure that we're not, it's a number 45 card, which is a 9, which is a cycle that's ending, right? So we have the power to end that negativity, to clear things up and make sure that we're on that right track. I'm kind of tongue-tied right now, and so I don't know if that's a confusion that you're going through. I don't know. That's why I want to get a clarifying card, because but I love these rocks, and the rocks they're sitting on each other, but they're teetering, right? They're balancing, so maybe balance that energy. There's water around you, so make sure you're feeling those feelings, but it's propped up on a rock, so it's stable. So stabilize yourself there too. Let's see, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So a bunch of knights coming out. So maybe we're still in that process of learning. We're still in that process of growing, because the knights, they're not the child, but they're kind of like they're a little more than a novice, right? So they have a little bit more experience. And then we have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups, for that clearing of the energy and negativity, is there something from the past? Is there a person from the past that you're thinking of? Cups is about love. So like Morgan was saying earlier, concentrate on that love that's around you, right? Love makes the world go round, right? You're going to notice that I have all these little sayings that I say all the time, and it kind of gets me through, right? What's on the bottom is the Three of Cups. So maybe there is some kind of collaboration that you talk to somebody, right? Maybe you need to bring somebody else into it. And when I saw the Three of Cups, I thought of the three of us. So, and I love that 10 of Cups at the beginning that Morgan pulled. So I'm excited. So let's see, what else?
Next, Akila wants a reading from Morgan.
Hi, Akila. Okay, so I pre-shuffled and the jumpers came out for you. And for November, there is some really beautiful cards. So this says grace. Okay, so I feel like November might be a time for you to possibly just nurture your inner child. It could be, if you are a mother, really take time to spend time with your family. I'm also just a lot of like this could be self-care as well, and nurturing yourself. Something is make sure you take sweet, gentle care of yourself, especially around the next full moon that's coming in. And some rest and picking up. I feel like you're going to be feeling really grateful about things as well. Make sure you're writing if you can. These are just suggestions, but gratitude list, always staying in. Gratitude is like a magnifying glass and will bring in more things to be grateful for. Okay, so really try to stay in that energy of gratitude. All right. As well, I think, right? So something like a really nice family gathering around Thanksgiving if you are in the USA. All right. But gratitude. And then there's a lot about holding on to your self-worth, your value, and knowing your value. Be grateful for yourself. All right. Make sure you're taking really good care of yourself. All right. Make sure you're keeping that energy really balanced here. I feel like some sort of, if you're looking in some sort of an outcome in something, I think things are going to be really fair. The scales of karma are going to be balanced here. Yeah, there's just a warning about try not to overwhelm yourself or have too much going on. Okay. It's really important to just take some alone time, take a salt bath, go for a massage, get a manicure, pedicure, just get some extra rest, eat well, this type of thing. Just kind of like slow down, hold back a little bit here. Okay. Be careful that you are, spending wisely, managing your resources wisely, also your time, energy. I feel like you need to pull a little bit back for yourself here. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up for you, Akila, in November. I hope that helps. Thanks for being here.
All righty. I'm going to go ahead and take Jenna's reading. So let's see what Spirit wants to say for you. Okay, so your question is about what am I missing? And I just got two cards here. The first one says that you need to unlock your heart a little bit. Okay, so this is saying unlock your heart, embracing vulnerability. Embracing vulnerability, let love guide your journey to self discovery. So, whenever I get something about the heart chakra, it can be a little bit annoying for somebody who's done a lot of work on themselves to be like, are you serious? I've done all this work on my heart chakra. But there's always more that we can do when it comes to our heart chakra. For me, it's like a daily connection with spirit is how I view the heart chakra, being open about. So it's like something about your heart is intuitively giving you pings, and it's also about keeping it open. Okay. And it's also about perspective. So this says worth the effort. Okay. So embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, knowing your dedication will lead to rewarding discoveries. So right now you're feeling like one step forward, two steps back, but Spirit is saying to you, you're going to keep moving forward at some point here, but it's about embracing where you're at right now in order to be able to and to continue to breathe. Like I'm hearing breathe through your heart. So really keep that open, and before you make a decision, before you respond, really making sure that you're breathing through your heart, because that's where you connect, okay, to the other side. And I feel like that's the energy that you want to be in, because when we do that and we just take a few deep breaths before we act or before we move forward with a decision, I feel like it puts us into a different place. And I know it does for me. And to just kind of tweak maybe your perspective a little bit about where you're at, because maybe you're farther along than you actually think you are. All right, so that's what I have for you, Jenna.
So I see Coriander Cake keeps putting a heart. So let's do something for her. I want to use the Wandering Heart deck for Coriander. Okay, let's see. What guidance do we have from Spirit for Coriander? Hopefully you're having a good day, a good Sunday. Wow, that was a lot. So let's just take this all back because that's too many cards. All right, Spirit. Spirit wants to tell you a lot. Let's see. Let's break it down. Make it a little simple. We don't want to overwhelm Coriander. Okay. Certainty, number 29, which is, what is that, 11? So That's about spirituality. Um, I'm getting individualism for some reason. I'm feeling like you're wanting to break free on your own. You have these two couples, this couple here talking, they're chit chatting, they're pretty relaxed. There's some water, they have their feet in the water, so they're feeling their feelings. I want to see what this says. She's sitting there and she has her hand up like she's saying, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to do right now. Let's see. Enlightenment and salvation. It's true. It's hard to believe in the things we cannot see. However, this doesn't mean you should rebel against what comes forth for you. The more you make the decisions over your own life, the better your relationship with your intuition will be. Soon your paranoia and indecision will fade away. You'll just know. So, um, that's saying that you need to trust that intuition, right? You need to have certainty in what you believe in. See the signs, but don't. Um, gosh, I'm tongue tied. Can you guys help me out here? Because I don't know why I'm not. It's not coming out of my mouth. Maybe you're feeling stuck with what you're wanting to say. But trust, right? Trust that you'll know what to say in that time. It says there's no denying the truth when you know. So maybe there's a truth that's wanting to come out. So trust that. Okay, Coriander. I hope that helped.
I
I
always
don't know if
view
there was
it
any
as
other
a
questions.
sign. If you can't talk, then there's something with the throat chakra going on that's
Yeah.
totally relevant to your situation.
Yeah, because I was just feeling like something was stopping my throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's I saw this card this morning in another reading I was doing, and it was about a trickster energy.
Yeah.
And let me see if I can find that. I was like, oh my gosh. That's so it's something that can happen. Oh yeah. Trickster spirit, sudden loss of memory, or things end up missing. This came out in a different reading I was doing this morning. Just be careful with like energies around you that might want to trick you and kind of like confuse you, or like you can't remember things, or that sort of. Just Palo Santo, sage it. I keep a little bottle of this Florida water, spray it around. So watch out for that. That could be something there as well.
All right, y'all. Denise, do you want to talk a little bit about what we are going to be doing starting next?
Yeah. So we are starting. This is called the Lighthouse Lounge and Power Hour. And this is something that the three of us are wanting to do. So it's pretty much exactly what we did today. It could be a lot more. It could be where we ultimately we want to do like a membership type deal. So it could be a little more intimate, where we can all be on the screen and all talk to each other. But we want to support each other. We want to give you that safe space if you have something to talk about, because there might be something that's really strong that you need help with, and maybe you've tried to do whatever you needed to, or whatever you thought you could do, and it's just not working out. When I do readings for other people, it's like I get something from it myself. We all get something in there, and it doesn't necessarily mean that if you don't get the whole, every single thing in the message, that doesn't mean it's not for you. There's just something that you need to hear. And we're so tapped in with the collective. I mean, if you saw the readings since the beginning, we're just like pulling all the same cards and talking about the same thing. So we're all connected. And we just want to be that light. And I'm open to the light that you can bring for me, because I need that too. I know you want to say something, Ruby. Go for it.
Oh, well, I mean, always. But So we all three have a background in running groups or being heads of groups. I have a counseling background. Denise and Morgan have coaching backgrounds. And so we all three are interested in kind of working in that sort of a dynamic and kind of maybe having just different ways that we bring ideas in or suggestions from you guys when we really start having this take off. We're still building our little baby right now about what this is going to be, but we really want to have it be a place where everyone can share and have kind of like a privacy aspect of it. So we're working on how can we actually make that a thing, because right now, as you're saying, this is streaming live, so it's like I think that some people might have some reservations a little bit about like, do I want to say this live on the internet? Especially if it's like a personal issue, but we're going to find a way that we can actually offer this where you guys can come and join us and have that privacy aspect where you can kind of just bring up whatever it is that you're going through, or maybe say more specifics about what's going on. And all three of us will kind of be, we'll all be there for all of them because we're all a part of it, but we might like rotate who is kind of like leading certain things or whatever, so that we can have a mixture of points of view and everything too. And we want to really make this be an environment where maybe you're able to give feedback to other people as well as get feedback from other people. We all three, it's interesting, when we started Lighthouse Tapestry, all three of us were wanting to do this. We just didn't know it, that all three of us were wanting to do this. And then we're like, wait a minute, I wanted to do a group. So there's a purpose and a reason behind that. We're all, interested in kind of doing our part for the collective. And we already feel you guys as collective energy. We want you to feel like the sense of family where you can come and talk and have a safe place. And like Denise was saying, this is something that we're all three going to get value out of because we're all still on our journey. Like it doesn't stop. And so I'm sure that there's things that all three of us can take out of this as well. So we really want you guys to join us. And we're going to have more information coming out about how we're going to do all of that. So, hopefully you guys are all subscribing to all three of our channels so that you can see any sort of updates. And then we will probably be working with SRTV, Soulful Revolution TV, since we're all readers with SRTV as well, where you can maybe see some updates because you may have seen the announcement on their channel as well. So we will be putting some announcements out through them about how we're going to go ahead and lay this out and make it accessible to y'all. And we're going to make it very, very reasonable. And then we're also going to just do lives here as well. We're just going to be popping on here and doing random lives on YouTube. So you're going to have that option too. So yeah, just really super excited about it. Morgan, is there anything you wanted to add?
Just the fact that like a lot of times we hear things like, oh, you need to work on yourself, or like just put the attention on yourself. And we want to make it like a safe bubble where you can come and feel like you are getting some like soul coaching, or we're going to do card pulls. And Denise is really like learning a lot about astrology. And so she can sometimes look at like your placements, things like that, see what the astrology is doing. So it's going to be just a place that we want you to come in, maybe like after a hard day at work or something like that, where you can kick back, relax, and feel like you kind of have like your own tribe that you can, if you have questions, or we all channel. So we're going to be doing card pulls, things like that, just like a relaxed, safe environment where you feel like you are doing something towards like your spiritual journey, right? And you feel like you're expanding, you're clearing energy, things like that. So we're looking forward to this new beginning, and we just want to help people who are feeling the need to kind of have that cozy sort of place where you just kick back and feel at home and safe and chill out with us, but also get some guidance and, come out of the sessions just feeling better and start seeing your life transform and things expanding in your life.
Yeah, and we want to do like follow up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ruby. It's like it's not just a one and done kind of thing, right? We want to do like follow up with you if you're having, like I if hypothetical, I'm part of the collective and I have a question. So then next time maybe Ruby asks me, "Hey Denise, how did it go with whatever?" And then we talk about it, right? Um, Today we did an all zodiac poll because we weren't sure how many people were going to come in. We definitely want to do that as much as we can, but we also want to chit chat. So what are your suggestions? Do you want to, do you want to chit chat first and then we do an all zodiac and then a general, put suggestions in the comments and then we'll take a look at that and we'll definitely do that. We also want to offer classes now, not humdrum, you got to take notes and take tests kind of classes. But if you want to learn, if you need to learn something or you need some more information on it, maybe we don't know that much about it and we're going to learn from it too by giving the class. And then that spiritual journey that Morgan talked about. So being on a spiritual journey doesn't mean that you're going to be some kind of guru or something. Doesn't mean you're going to start pulling tarot cards or being a structure or whatever, right? Spirituality is very different for each of us. And in fact, I did on my channel, there is a playlist called the Empowerment Series, and there's one that says, "Am I spiritual?" Right? And so, versus organized religion or whatever. There's so many different things. I was raised Catholic, but I'm doing this. That doesn't mean that I'm not Catholic anymore. It doesn't mean that I don't love God anymore. It just means that I'm just doing something different. So, what is spirituality for you? And we want to know what you guys think, right? And I don't know. There's just so much we want to do. Just let us know what's on your mind. What do you want to talk about? Because it might be something we haven't even heard about or thought about. And we're like, oh, yeah, that's what we want to do. But yes, definitely current energy. If you want some card pulls because you're going through whatever or something, just let us know. And I'm sorry I cut you off, Ruby.
We're just creating an environment. We're just creating a place to go because I feel like there's so much going on in the world right now that it's like holding on to so much. And for me, and I'm kind of speaking for you too, but like for me, it's just like I just feel this urge to give and to be able to like do my part, like shine my light. And that's why I'm the lighthouse. We've created Lighthouse Tapestry, and now we're like, how do we create this environment where people can come? Because with Lighthouse Tapestry, we're going to start doing more lives over there as well. So keep an eye out for those and make sure you join us when we do this, because we're going to do all sorts of random things with them. We're going to do random lives here. But there's a difference between those and something that is more private. And like Morgan was saying, I just keep getting cozy and like lounge type energy where it's like you can kind of just, exhale. And so like sometimes we're going through something specific and just kind of like having other people around us to be able to do that. So that is our idea. That's what we're kind of moving towards. And, so we're really hoping that as we start doing this, you guys will be along with us as we do all of this. And so we do want your suggestions and everything as well. I have my email on my channel, Ruby's Lighthouse LLC at gmail.com. If you do have something that you guys would like to ask in between, I'm not sure if either of you ladies have an email.
Mine's on my channel too.
Okay, so, find us on the emails. And if you want to have ideas to put in to get things started, and then once we start meeting with you guys, we'll just ask you live and just, we'll make a list because we want to get to everybody. We want everyone to feel involved. We want everyone to feel empowered and heard and be able to get something out of this. So that's the purpose of all of it. So does anybody have any questions or anything to say?
Yeah, there's no cap on what we can do, and
and everyone is welcome. Whatever your background, we want everybody to feel all inclusive, and whatever your beliefs are, whatever your background, we want to help.
No judgments.
No, exactly, like a judgment-free zone.
Okay, let me put my email in there too. You're gonna probably laugh at mine, but it's not funny, but it's It's because I'm still on AOL. Yes, I am.
All right, y'all. Well, if there's nothing else, we're going to go ahead and say thank you so much for being here today. And we really hope
This was
you
fun.
join us next time.
Mhm.
Guys, everyone who is here, if you're interested in the new moon in Libra reading, not reading, ritual, we're going to be doing that with Lighthouse Tapestry. It is Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it will be through the Lighthouse Tapestries channel. All right. So yeah, you guys, please join us there. All right. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.